Hi friends, this is Katie again, walking you through a second way that you can build an assessment in the Standards Aligned system. Once again, I've logged into SAS by going to pdesas.org, and I've entered my own username and password information in the upper right-hand corner. From here, I am going to choose Assessments, and I'm going to then select Assessment Builder. From here, I'm going to choose that I would like to start a new assessment, and it really wants to make sure you're absolutely certain about that. So click yes, commit to that. And now you get to start playing around by drilling down into the grade and subject matter that you want to use to create your assessment. Now, what we found is that using keyword searches to create your assessment can be very random and very hit or miss. And so for our purposes, we're going to build our assessment choosing the grade and subject matter. So I'm going to click on the light bulb icon, and when I do, I'm going to select my grade band. For our example, again, we'll go with 9th grade, and we'll go with ELA, because those are right up there at the top. And I'm going to save and close. And when I do, I'm going to have a bunch of items that are going to start coming up here. All of these pages of results for ELA 9th grade content. Now what I can actually do is drop down my filter here. And when I do, I can choose, do I want a reading passage, a writing prompt, multiple choice? We'll do multiple choice for our purposes today. But you can also go through all of the standards and eligible content right here and start to limit what is going to show up in your search. When you do, you'll see that the content items that match your assessment criteria are going to show up underneath your filter. If you find something you like, you can choose to add that to your assessment. And just like before, once you click that you want to add it, you'll see that your little assessment counter to the right will start calculating all of the questions that you put into your assessment. You can view the associated questions with that standard, and you can remove some items, you can add to it as you choose. You can go through, I like this guy too. I can add this one. Again, now I'm adding my 7 associated questions to my assessment. When you're ready, you can choose to view your assessment. Again, you'll have a student version, a teacher version, and an answer key. You have all of your great questions there. And now what we're going to want to do is save it. So once you're happy with the assessment you created, you'll go to the options bar, it's right underneath your name. And you are first going to save your assessment. Here's where you will add your title. You can add any special instructions for your students, any instructions for your teachers, and then click Save. You'll get a little message at the top that'll tell you that it was appropriately saved or successfully saved. And now you can choose how you want to export it or how you want to take this assessment for yourself. So you can either export it to a PDF, you can export it to a Word document, you can add it to your e-portfolio, which is very similar to a Google Drive. Remember that even if you choose not to add it to your e-portfolio, this will still be available to you in your Standard Aligned Systems account as long as you went through that first step and saved it, which we actually did. So let's take a look at how we can retrieve our assessment, even without exporting it. If I go back to my homepage for the SAS site, when I go in here, I can click on Assessments again. And remember when we started, we did Assessment Builder, but now this time let's do My Assessments. And you'll see that my Unit 1 ELA exam is right here. And so again, I've got it. I've got my questions. I can now go to that option button. I can export it as a PDF or a Word document for my students to use for their assessment. I hope you found this to be helpful. If you have any questions, please be sure to reach out to us at any time and we'd be happy to help. Happy test making!